Okay, this is one of my new toys here. It's a Sony Cassette-Corder TC-131 SD. It says just ferrite and ferrite head, automatic shut-off. This is a standard. It's not like a cassette recorder. It's more of a standard home thing. It was outside when I was at the thrift store. It was outside at the back, behind the back, out braving the elements. I got it for $5, which is a pretty good deal considering the machine. And I've made sure I've got some decent lighting behind me, which means there's a lamp behind the camera, and it's illuminating it. Watch what happens when I turn off the light. See? It's back on. And I've got one on the right, and I've got the window open and the ceiling light on. So hopefully you can see this. The push controls are down here. I had to turn the camera. Eject, rewind, stop, play, fast forward, and record, and pause. And then there's the door, which has this F and F thing on it, which doesn't really do anything. This door will unhinge. I'm not going to take it off because it's too much of a hassle. It's got all the different things in there. A little bit above it, you have a tape counter. Then over this section, that little thing right there is the power switch. Okay, we got this. 2 VIA meters, which have water in them because it was left outside. There, it's on the plastic screen. You can't see it on the camera, though. You might be able to see it on the right side VIA meter. There's a tape selector, chromium and normal. Tape limiter, which I'm not sure what it does. Dolby noise reduction, off on. And then there's the 2 recording level meters. They might control the volume of the headphones, though. Zoom back out. On the bottom, on those little holes there, on the far left, there is a headphone jack. In the middle, there is a left channel microphone jack, and then the right channel. And there's above the VIA meters, this little thing right here is a recording light, which lights up. Unfortunately, the fast forward and rewind belt is stretched, which means they don't work right, unless there's like no tape on this reel, or almost none. I guess it works up to about a quarter of the tape's gone through. So I'm going to turn this. I have to turn the machine sideways to fit the cords into the stereo. Whoa! Don't touch them. There. Lots of brushed aluminum black. I cleaned it and armor rolled it, so it's nice. It's really kind of dusty and dirty. Let me eject it. I'm going to put in the music cassette first. There's no slot on the door for the cassette. You just stick it in. Now I'm going to turn the power on. Let's pause. Turn down the stereo. You can see the VIA meters moving. We got a couple of cassettes over there in that little brown box right there. They're all blank. They're all mixtapes. Somebody had a hobby for mixtapes. They're all very nice. Very good quality machine. Noise reduction works too. Let's remove some of the highs though. Chromium 2 changes the bias for sound playback stuff. Looks like the right channel might be weak. Sounds a bit like it. We'll have to do capacitor hunting later. Yeah. See if we can do fast forward. Okay, fast forward is working now for some reason. You see the tape counter counting up. So it works. Eject. If the lid is open, watch what happens to the tape. It just like pops it out. Throws it. Rewind is working. Like I said, it only works until about halfway through the tape. Doesn't change anything. Okay, let's do a voice recording now. I've already set up my tape. Pause it. There's no remote for this, so you can get it in mechanical pause. Try it on the left channel first. Set the level to 5 on the left and the right, which is on. Okay. Record. It's not one touch, you gotta press both of them at the same time. There's, see? It's working. Hello. Whoa. A little bit of things. Better not get too close to the speakers. Let's turn off the stereo. I guess it works as a PA system, I guess. Okay. Let's unpause this. You can see the level's fluctuating. Okay, unpause it. I am doing a voice recording on the left side, or left channel, of the Sony TC-131 SD home tape recorder. And I'm using a tape which I'm not quite sure what the bias is. I think it's for chromium, so I'm going to flick the switch, and it's still working very well. It's very sensitive to voice recording, so I'm just going to change over to the right channel. Level set at 5. Okay, I'm using the right channel now, and it's very the meter fluctuates very well to the tones of my voice. So, let's see how this sounds. Okay, let's hear that. I'm going to stereo back on. Don't adjust the volume. Turn on this side. Rewind is working. Okay, let's hear that sounds. I am doing a voice recording on the left side, or left channel, of the Sony TC-131 SD home tape recorder. And I'm using, it's actually coming out of both channels. I'm not sure what the bias is. I think it's for chromium, so I'm going to flick the switch, and it's still working very well. Okay, this recording got stronger after I pressed the chromium. Recording, so I'm just going to change it right now. Level set at 12. Okay. Switching over to right. Okay, I'm using the right channel now, and it's the meter fluctuates very well to the tones of my voice. So, let's see how this sounds. It's kind of hissy on the AC bias, actually. You can tell it's AC bias. As you heard, it has very clear recording capabilities, which I'm assuming makes it ideal for music, obviously. And the music playback is very clear. So, I'm going to look into the working of mechanics and stuff eventually. I'm not going to show it for this video. I probably might do an update or something. But I hope you enjoyed the presentation of the Sony TC-131 SD tape recorder.